Okay, we are live.
Sweet. We're live.
I don't know if I feel like our audio is going through.
In theory. So let's switch over to the intro, eh?
Let's
Why
do
don't we
it.
get this show on the road? All right. Hello, guys. This is Curtis Johnson, President Managed by Stats. Whew.
It's been a long day.
I'm joined by Mark Jepson, COO. How's it going? All right. And then also we've got over here, we've added another camera. Dana Coleman.
Howdy.
Justin Coleman. The illustrious Mr. Coleman. And then, so otherwise, we're excited about doing another little Black Friday live for you. So kind of here's the thing. Black Friday is 1 week and a day from now, right? So we wanted to make sure
Cyber Monday a couple days later.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
So we wanted to make sure that, oh wait, hold on. Do we have, the broadcast is waiting for a signal. Can we double check, make sure that everything's good? Because I would like to make sure that this is all rocking and rolling.
Our audio does come through. I keep
funny.
turning that off, but it keeps coming back.
Uh-oh.
That doesn't look good.
Okay, I don't know. I think it's going through, but whatever. It'll catch up, I'm sure. I'm actually not sure of that. Why don't you guys let me know if you guys can hear me?
Yeah, can we get some comments letting us know?
Give me some commentary. This live video has ended. Maybe it's just on Facebook because I think we're still live.
Yeah, I'm showing live here.
Let us double check.
Okay, I mean it's showing.
Yeah, on Facebook it's showing that the live has ended. So what do we got going on here?
Yeah, we definitely got some strange.
We got something going on, guys.
Yeah.
We are going to try and fix this.
Oh, yep. Sure enough, it says unable to connect here.
Okay, yeah, because we got to make sure that we fix that. Because I think a lot of you guys were sent over to the Facebook page, so that would be really silly.
Yeah. So why don't we cancel it and then
here
we're
gonna kill the live and we're gonna go live one more time, guys. So if you're watching on other platforms, just stick around.
Stick around.
We're
We'll
gonna
be right back.
live right now. Everybody, we are hoping that this time we are going to have everything work just the way it's supposed to. So for anyone who's seeing this newly, my name is Curtis Johnson. I am the president of Managed by Stats, and I'm joined by Mark Jepson, the chief operations officer.
Hey, guys.
And then also trying to make sure that we stay live. This is Dana / Justin Coleman, however you know him.
We're having a problem. It's just Dana and Coleman, all right, everybody?
All right, fine. It's just Dana. Jesus criminy.
We are still having a problem with the Facebook Live event. We're online everywhere else.
Good.
Oh, we're online at managedbystats.com.
You mean the Facebook page? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, then let's rock and roll as if this thing is good. If you guys are getting this, then let us know. That'd be great. Otherwise, let's dive right in. Oh, hi. That's me. It's me watching the live. Oh boy, Black Friday is coming up in about a week, so I figure we get back on topic, right? Yes. So we wanted to give you another set of tips and tricks, and we're also going to kind of what we've realized with the last live we did last week was we kind of glossed over some fundamentals that we figured we should also cover that a couple people mentioned. So we're going to cover some of those, and also there is a new feature to an existing MBS tool that we're going to cover that would make making some of these changes a lot simpler. So we're going to cover all that. And for that, I'm going to switch over to Mark, and he's going to dive right in.
Sweet. So the first thing, let's touch upon some things that are very standard that I kind of glossed over them in last week's webinar. And so I want to kind of cover those in detail a little bit. They are things that a seasoned seller would think with and would do, but let's cover them and maybe there's something that you are not thinking with or forgot about or whatever can actually add it into your quiver of ammunition for Black Friday. So the first thing is, of course, your hero image, doing something to it that makes it stand out from the crowd. This is an age-old datum that is of course, it's part of your marketing. How do you market your product to get it to catch the eyeballs of more people than all of your competitors, right? So, there's that, age-old thing of like, if everyone has their products facing this way, you face the other way. So you're kind of breaking the mold a little bit. But doing something to make your product stand out for Black Friday or for the holidays is definitely a smart thing to think with. If there's some way that you can do that without going against TOS, you're not doing something that's adding a big sticker to your product or something like that, to the image, then okay, great. If you can figure out how to do that. But it's definitely something to think with. Take some time to think of a way that you can do that, and then test it, see how it goes. That's definitely a very key point. You're going to have tons and tons of people doing advertising and promoting for Black Friday, so make sure that yours stands out a little bit more than the rest. The next thing is we're a little bit late for this, but it's definitely something that a lot of people do, and it still gets some good results, which is lightning deals. If you had an opportunity to get approved for lightning deals and set those up and get those going for Black Friday, that'll definitely help you. Those give you a nice little boost. Sometimes they're not too profitable, but they definitely help you with sales volume, moving inventory, and this kind of stuff. So if you see those in the future, if you haven't set them up, or if you see those next year or whatever, definitely take advantage of those, set those up, work out what kind of budget you want to put on those, and set those up and do those. Those are definitely worthwhile things to do. Back to the listing, a couple things. First is coupons. Even if you don't have some crazy deal, crazy discount for Black Friday, or if you're not doing a lightning deal, you can still add a coupon to your listing, and it gives you this nice little green badge. I think we can share my screen. I can find an example of that. Here we go. Let's see here. There you go. Save $2, right? So it makes it stand out from the other guys on the page. It catches people's eyeballs. Definitely something to think with. If you have that, the space in your profit margin to be able to add a coupon, definitely think with doing that. If you can raise your price a little bit to be kind of on par with other people, and then add a coupon in there to kind of help you get that extra boost in sales, definitely something smart to do. The other thing back on me, I guess, is back-end search terms. There are obviously a lot of ways to get indexed for Black Friday, and if people are searching for Black Friday deals or some variation of that search term, you want to make sure that your product is showing up. Obviously, if you have good ranking, you have good BSR, your product's going to be showing up because you're high ranking in that category. But if they're specifically looking for Black Friday deals, then you want to make sure you show up for that too. And if you don't have that anywhere in your back-end search terms or in your listing somewhere, you're likely not going to get indexed for it. There's other kind of concepts you could think of like maybe doing like articles, blogs that mention your product as a Black Friday
deal or something,
or awesome product, or on a listicle of some sort. And then those get promoted, and then Amazon takes recognition and puts your product in. They have a little section now for like articles that are very well known or very popular that Amazon's promoting. So
did you say the word listicle?
Yeah, he said the word listicle. Yeah, and I was trying to gloss over it, but you pulled it right to the forefront.
It's basically you're doing a blog, or an article of some sort, but you're listing out all these different things. So like as an example, 10 great gifts for your wife for the holidays. Bump. You list them out. It's a listicle listing out the 10 different things.
I didn't even know that was a word. That's
Foley.
Awesome.
Foley is a thing.
I'm going to use that.
Yeah, and a lot of gurus have talked about it in some of these recent webinars or conventions. I missed that. It's a very smart thing to do. It gets your product out there. It's kind of like whatever. But you also have your product now being backlinked to whatever. And you can have other products in there as well. So you don't only have to promote your product in that listicle. But anyways, if those things can get a good recognition, then Amazon will then see that and then maybe have your product listed as a one of these article
right.
products.
Okay. Yeah.
So you kind of want to think with how can you get terms, Black Friday terms, search terms, into your listing. So I went through and kind of preparing for this, I just made a little list of terms that I thought would be smart to think with. I'll show my screen. So I just went through and did a couple of these, Black Friday deals 2021, Black Friday deals, of course. But also adding on longer tail things of like, if you are selling toys, then Black Friday toys or Black Friday deal toys, electronics, TV, different little things, kids. So whatever kind of category fits your product, think with a phrase like that, Black Friday laptops, Black Friday for kids, kids deals for Black Friday, different things like that. You can kind of think with things. So take some time, find some keywords that make sense for that, find some variations of Black Friday deals, and put those into your search terms, either your back-end search terms field. If you don't have space back there, you've already kind of used all those up, maybe somewhere in your bullet points or description. If you have enhanced brand content, then use your description area to put in a keyword like that. So kind of think with it. Think with Black Friday deals as a search term. It's powerful. It's kind of age-old, tried and true method of making sure your product shows up for Black Friday. And then last but not least is video campaigns. So this is obviously there's multiple aspects to it. You're doing a video campaign. If you can get if you're bidding top dollar on that, then your ad's going to be being shown on page 1. So your video ad's going to be showing on page 1. And there's a lot of cool things about video ads right now. Here I'll find an example of one. Let's see. Here we go. So this is actually one of my products. So you can see it takes up the space of 4 products. It's taking up a whole row worth of space. So you have that immediate added value where you're catching the eyeball because you're taking up that much space. And you can see here the video is showing, it's playing, but you can't hear anything on it, but it is showing, it's playing, so people can actually see this and go, oh, that product, and think with it. And if they're thinking with it, if they see this more often than not, then it's something that might go, oh, let me add it to my wish list, or oh yeah, I saw that video, let me go buy it. But you don't necessarily, I'm not paying for this sitting here and being shown. It's just playing, and I'm an eyeball that's watching it. So you have potentially thousands and thousands and thousands of eyeballs that are watching this video that I'm not paying for it because they're not clicking on it yet, but I'm still getting my product in front of those people. So
yeah, it's an attention interrupter. It's exactly the only thing different on the page.
Yep, exactly. So definitely smart thing to do. If you have brand registry, create a video campaign, get it up and running, figure out what the top bid is. If you have the budget to do it, get it up and running, get it rolling. Definitely a smart thing to do. Yeah, there's also another smart thing on that, which is kind of a little sidetracked into PPC world. But if you are doing a video campaign and you want to make sure that your video campaign is constantly showing up, constantly in front of people's faces, there's a little term that we like to use in the PPC world, which is a waterfall campaign. It's basically the concept of, starting high and then of course something going lower and lower, right? The waterfall going down. You set up 3 different campaigns. So in this case, 3 video campaigns, one bidding super high with a budget. When that budget runs out, you have the second one that's bidding a little bit less than the first one, and it also has a budget. And then the third one bidding, a little bit less than that with a larger budget. So you have, you're very aggressive, getting your thing out there. When all that budget's spent up, you're now bidding a little bit less, not being as aggressive. So maybe showing up on page 2. And then you run through that budget and then go through the next one. So that way your ad's going to be showing all throughout the day. You're going to be super aggressive, pushing rank, pushing eyeballs. So another concept to think with.
And like all of these things, like especially with Black Friday, because I know we're going to touch on this, but you have to be timely especially during this time of year, you have to be timely with when you're blowing through your budget, because
exactly.
Black Friday can just annihilate budget.
Let's not quite call it blowing through your budget. What he means to say is,
depending on the day,
investing heavily.
Yes.
Well, but meaning like days prior to Black Friday, yes, you're getting impressions, but you're not necessarily getting clicks.
Right.
Yeah.
So let's jump right to that. Unless we have any questions or comments about those things, I think they're all very simple datums. I think
we're good. We can roll forward. Yeah.
Perfect.
If you do have questions, please put them on there, because we will take them up.
Yeah, definitely.
Perfect. So what I wanted to do now is kind of go back over the Black Friday PPC strategy that I went over last week, and I realized I wasn't totally prepared visually for it. I went through talking about it all, but I wanted to kind of make a little bit clearer distinction on the calendar, so you can kind of see at what points I would suggest doing this stuff, and then how we can kind of implement some stuff to automate some portions of this. So let's go ahead and share the screen. The first, I'll go over the overall concept running through this, and we'll break it apart. So right now we're on the 18th, Thursday. We have Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday. So you can kind of just judge when you want to do this first step by how competitive your arena is. If you have a ton of products and a ton of competitors that are being super aggressive right now, okay, maybe you can think with this first aspect right now. But generally, I kind of have seen this over the years. It kind of starts kind of on Sunday, like the week in of Black Friday is normally when everyone's thinking about this stuff. We obviously know that Black Friday is on everyone's mind. It's definitely a area where everyone's thinking with right now.
Yeah, it's like the prime focus at this point.
And I think people, for Amazon's sake, people are going to be looking for deals for Black Friday, right? But they might, I don't know, my personal opinion is kind of like, maybe not so much right now. They're still buying stuff. They still have their kind of similar buying patterns right now, maybe a little bit less.
But it's only maybe, because it also depends like what you're selling. Like the amount of stuff that I've purchased on Amazon in the last week hasn't necessarily gone down, because I still have all my regular purchases.
Exactly. So this is why I kind of started off. My concept is, let's start it off on Sunday. So let's show the calendar. So here I have a little red indicator here, and this is the first part of the PPC strategy, which is reducing your target ACOS. In this case, reducing your bids, reducing how aggressive you're being on your campaigns. Because this period here in this little red line, Sunday basically through Thursday, is you don't want to be so aggressive that you're going to be showing your ad a whole bunch of times, getting people clicking on your ad to look at your product, and then not buying. As we talked about last week, there's some pros and cons to it. If you have money to burn, or you have a lot of money to invest in it, you can keep your aggression super high during this week. And you're going to get a lot of people clicking on your product, and then maybe not seeing that there's a Black Friday deal, or being like, oh, this is great, I should, it'd be great to have this. They could or could not add it to their cart or add it to their wish list. If they do that, that obviously helps you. That's a good aspect. That's that's going to help your BSR. It's going to give you some brownie points with Amazon. But
also to Danon's point, like, it's not like you're throwing the money down the toilet.
Right.
You are still making impressions. You are still potentially increasing brand awareness, but just be prepared to not necessarily convert as well.
Exactly. So generally, your conversions are going to be less during this time. You will have, potentially higher people adding it to their carts or to their wish lists. But if that does negatively affect your ranking, because they're not adding it to, they're not actually purchasing, so your conversion rate's going down, your BSR could be going down, and then when Black Friday hits, now you're not in the top 5 position. and you are now fighting in a 2 to 4 day small period of time to get your product in front of as many eyeballs as possible. So a good way to counteract that is to basically reduce your aggression level, your how high your bids are or how aggressively you're bidding, leading up to Black Friday. So from the 21st to the 25th, have your bids just, either like at suggested or below suggested, a little bit below suggested, depending on what makes sense to you. Obviously, there's a lot of little factors that go into this, but nonetheless, being less aggressive during this time is going to, in most cases, is going to actually save you money. Okay, it's going to save your budget so that when we hit on Black Friday, on Friday, your budget can now be spent effectively. So the next part of this PPC strategy is boosting your bids on Black Friday. So the morning of, you boost it, and I would say a base, the lowest I would go is probably 25%. That way you're
increase by 25%.
Increase it by 25%. Now the thing that is to take into consideration is if you reduce your bids, let's say you're at $1, and you reduce your bids from the 21st to the 25th to 75 cents. On Black Friday, you're going to want to boost your bid 25% from your normal bid. Okay, not back up to 100 or not back up to $1. You want to boost it to $1.25 because at $1, okay, you're being competitive enough. You're getting sales, you're getting conversions, you're flowing, right?
I guess his point is like if you're going to you're going to do this strictly by percentage, you can't just lower it by 25% and then raise by 25%,
right?
Because mathematically that doesn't work. It's probably like 40% or something like that. But you could do the math. But yeah.
So just we'll think with $1 because that's a simple thing to think with. Reduce it to 75 cents maybe during the 21st to the 25th, and then boost it on Black Friday to $1.25. Okay, so it's 25% up. That's going to be my minimum. That's what I would say as the minimum, depending on how aggressive your arena is, or how what your budget is for this time period. You could go all the way up to $2 if you wanted to be super aggressive and capture a lot of stuff. If you have really good conversions, your conversion rate is really good, your ACOS is very good for those keywords or for those products, then by all means, kind of go aggressively as you can, as you're comfortable with. But I would say start with 25%. So $1.25. And then, so I would do that from the 26, 27, 28, and 29. That whole weekend, that 4-day weekend, is people are looking for stuff. Obviously, Cyber Mondays may be a little bit more geared towards tech products, sure. But nonetheless, people are still looking for deals, looking for products. They're looking for things to buy for Christmas. So I would leave it going for those 4 days. Then what I would do is on the 30th and the 1st. So this is the third part of the strategy. Generally what happens every year, and I can't predict the future, but from seeing the past, we know that generally what happens is the 2 days following Black Friday and Cyber Monday, those 2 days are dead. Like the amount of impressions, the amount of people doing online shopping is dramatically reduced.
Right.
So in this case, I would reduce this now back down to probably, if we're thinking with the dollar, right, $1.25, we're up at $1.25 for Black Friday stuff. I'd probably reduce this down to like 60 cents or maybe even 50 cents. Something just, a lot less. Going below the 25% during the 21st to the 25th, right? So because you're just not going to have a lot of traffic. If for whatever reason you think that you are, okay, fine, maybe bring it down to 75 cents. But I wouldn't leave it high at all, because you could be bidding on stuff and you could get clicks that maybe don't get a sale, maybe do. It's just you could potentially waste money again. So my thought process is let's reduce that down, since there is going to be a huge volume of less volume of people searching online to buy stuff. Let's reduce it down. We don't need to be being aggressive out there. We don't need to, people went and spent their money. They spent their Christmas shopping money, right? So that's what we would do for the 30th and the 1st. And then let's go back to the calendar. So here now on the 2nd, December 2nd, I would then take this my bids and bring them back to what I had before the 21st. So in this case, I'd back up to $1. So that's kind of the thought process. You're going to be skimming it down leading up to Black Friday, boost it during Black Friday and Cyber Monday, drop it even lower than what you had from the 21st to the 25th, and then back up to normal on the 2nd. So that is a very smart system to do. It's going to save you money when you do this. Yeah, I think that makes it a lot clearer, a lot simpler. Let's pause there, see if that makes sense for everyone.
Let me
see if we need to go into anything else.
Any questions? Daniel, are you seeing any questions?
No questions.
Okay, good, perfect.
Do we have any questions? We should.
Does anyone have any questions?
Our question for you is: do you have questions?
Yeah. No, I think we're good. So let's.
Okay.
Let's show them the last little bit, eh?
Yeah. So now let's look at what we can do to potentially help on some aspects of this, right? So inside of Manage by Stats, let's go ahead and share the screen. Inside of the Advertising Manager, you can see here Advertising. On the Keywords tab, we touched upon this last week, but I'll kind of show it in a little bit more detail here. We've had this scheduler feature inside of Manage by Stats, and if you click on it, you can schedule where you want things to happen. So you can pause stuff, you can boost stuff, and then you can erase those two things if you want to, right? So in this case, I'm boosting it by 25% at 11 a.m. and I'm boosting it again at 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. or 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. and I'm boosting it here, right? So here I'm scheduling a little boost that I want to happen. What I could do though, if I wanted to apply this, let's say I've gone through my keywords and I've found, okay, these are all the ones that I want to boost during this time, or if I want to just take all my campaigns and do this for everything, I could do it for all 3,000 keywords or however many I have active. And I can schedule this in bulk. So what I want to do is, let's say I'll just click here and go to any that are active. And I'll take, I have 20 in this row. I got 500 total. Let's just take the top 20, right? I can click this scheduler here, and I can then now schedule stuff based off of what I think would be the smartest thing to do. And what I'd want to do is set this up on Sunday, right? So Sunday, we're leading into that week, and so then I'd go, okay, so Friday is when it starts. Actually, no, I'd want to set this up on Monday because I want to think with Monday. That weekly aspect here, right? So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I want to have these things boosted. And then also Monday, which is going to be Cyber Monday. So if I'm setting this up after Monday, basically, I'm going to add what I want to do here. So what I'd probably do is, if we go back to this, let me just show this other thing. If I go, let's get rid of this other thing just in case. So if you have existing schedules, so I have a schedule right here already applied. I have another schedule right here already applied to these keywords. So if I was going to select all of these guys, you have multiple different schedules that are these two schedules that are currently in place, right? So if I wanted to override these things, to set this all up for Black Friday, I would select all, click on the schedule, and then let's go in here and schedule this. So what I would think to do is take Monday, let's say 9 a.m. I'm gonna go all the way until about 6 p.m. on Monday, and then on Friday, let's do the whole day here. because people are going to be searching.
If this looks confusing, also you got to realize that what's today? Today's Thursday. So the next Monday is Cyber Monday. It's not obviously the prior Monday, even though that's kind of how it looks like in the scheduler. But just think when he's selecting Monday, that's Black Friday Monday, or that's Cyber Monday.
Exactly. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I'm going to boost those that time period, and I could do the full day on Cyber Monday, but I'm just going to go until 6 p.m. And I'm going to just override what I have in here. I have a 25% and I have a 200%. So I'm going to override that and just I'm going to say increase this by, let's just use the previous example. If I was at $1 and I brought it down to 75 cents during that week, then I'd want to boost it by 50%, basically. Bring it all the way up to 125, right? So I'll put 50% in there and then schedule it. So that would then set that boost to go for Black Friday all the way through to Cyber Monday. And now you have that boost set. So then when that's done, it's going to switch back to normal. So Tuesday, let's go back to the calendar. Tuesday and Wednesday, these are now days that I don't want the boost to be happening. So if we look in here, Tuesday and Wednesday, I don't have them. So I could even go in here and I can pause stuff. So let's go click over to pause. If I wanted to pause, I don't necessarily want to pause, but you could reduce your bids during that time. So think with that. But so now I have that set. I could set that up, and then now I know I'm going to be taking advantage of Black Friday deals. I'm spending my money where I want it. I'm limiting the spend during this earlier time period, and then I bring things back to normal. And what I would do is after Monday of next week, after Cyber Monday, I'd just go in here and I'd remove the schedule, get rid of it all. And that way I'll still have these other schedules back to what they were before, and they'll just continue on with whatever kind of PPC efforts you had been managing before.
Perfect. Okay, good. So then, Dana, and I'm not seeing any other comments in there, right?
Nope, I'm not either.
Okay, good. So
I did want to say one thing real quick.
Yeah.
For the guys that are watching from BYKH, we realize it's midnight 30 in the morning for you. So, we'll look at your comments later. We want to know, is this something that was helpful to you, or do you need help? Any additional help on this sort of thing? So just let us know on that, and we'll check that tomorrow.
Good, perfect. Okay, then otherwise I would say, guys, this is obviously the time to make these Black Friday preparations, like you mentioned on lightning deals, like that really need to be a bit ago. So
absolutely.
You got to kind of think ahead on some of those points, but some of these are definitely valid strategies that you can set up right now.
You got Christmas. Everyone's in a buying mood.
That's right.
It's Christmas season.
Yeah, it's Christmas
and
season.
a lot of people are buying early.
Yes, they're buying early because of the supply issue.
Content out there about delays in shipping and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are buying early. So the faster you set this stuff up, the faster you get these little tweaks done to your listing or your PPC, the more sales you can get.
Yeah. My fulfillment on manually fulfilled orders from Amazon is 6 days at best. That's how long it's taking from the time that I create a fulfillment order.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay, good. Well, then with that, we are going to wrap this up because, you got to get to it. If you guys obviously like, share, comment, do all that stuff. But seriously, guys, if you like this comment or you know of someone who thinks that this would be really valuable, shoot over the link to them so they can watch it. Also, if you guys have any questions, suggestions, shoot them over to us. And, we're definitely interested in knowing what you guys want to hear about. So with that, we're going to jump off and see you in the next video. So hopefully you kick ass on, because we're obviously not going to do a live on Thanksgiving Day.
Right.
So
I will.
Yeah. Yeah, Danon will do a live. You're going to do a live on Thanksgiving Day? Is that what you just said?
No, I thought you said be alive.
You'll be alive. That's good. Danon is not planning on kicking the bucket by next Thursday. We will see you guys next time. Have a happy Thanksgiving and an amazing Black Friday, Cyber Monday.
Sounds good.
Take care.
Bye, everyone.
Ciao.
Oh, I should end the broadcast.